We're in Columbo, Sri Lanka, and we're going to check out the local sites, including Parliament House. Should be fun. So let's go to the map and have a look in a little bit of detail. Waypoint 1. So Parliament House here is in the middle of a large lake. Looks very impressive. DR Wana Lake. So that should be pretty easy to spot. We come and go from the north, rather a long lake, and it's kind of towards the south end. Pretty distinctive looking structure. Then continuing slightly to the west, we'll come down to the coast. At the estuary of the Bulgoda River, there's a bridge, looks like a railway bridge when you zoom in. Now, crossing the river in that bottom hook. Should be pretty easy to spot. Then we go about 15 miles up the coast, checking out the sites, coming into Columbo proper, and we shall see, if I can get up there, we shall see, let's click on waypoint 3. Let's get there quickly. There we go. Columbo International Port Facilities. So lots of containers and cranes and whatnot, and a huge breakwater there. So I've set the waypoint at the tip of the breakwater. Should be quite easy to spot from the air. Lots more containers over here. Pretty busy port. And then up the coast back to the airport, which is only 13 miles away, with all kinds of fascinating looking water features. And look at this, it's like a natural harbour, it looks like. It's fantastic. Lagoon. Okay, so that's the plan. The weather's a little bit overcast at the moment, as you can see, but we'll send the drone up, have a look around, and when the weather clears we'll go out. Taking off from Bandaranaike Airport, I think. Sorry about my pronunciation. Near Colombo in Sri Lanka. We're going to fly down to Parliament House, down to a river, up to the port. Should take about 15 minutes, so cleared for takeoff. Let's get on the runway and get this show on the road. You can tell by the palm trees we're in the tropics. Cleared, but it's always good to check visually that nobody's going to land on us. It has happened. Took off at South Korea Incheon Airport the other day and had to duck as an aircraft flew straight over my head towards me. Okay, full throttle. Temperatures and pressures are good, although the exhaust gas temperature is really high, I've got to say. It's only 14.9 outside, but there you go. Wheel brakes off. Left front of this slight crosswind from the right. 90 knots, 100, rotate, and we're climbing. Gear up. Flaps up. We'll turn left to heading 176. We're on 22 at the moment.
6007, continue for south departure.
And we're exactly on course. Let's get the trim down a little bit.
6007, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Okie dokie.
Columbo Tower, 6007, frequency change.
Okay, so we'll be flying back up the coast over there in about 15 minutes. And we're just heading now down the west side of Columbo. Just almost paralleling the coast on the way down. 364 knots, it's quite comfortable.
600 feet altitude. Nice sunny day. So we can see the built-up areas on the right as we enter Columbo proper. We're about 4 or 5 miles to the Parliament. Slow up a little and climb. Get more of an overview. Let's go to the right where we can there. Nice. And the left swing. Left wing outboard, no, which is looking inboard, I forgot about that. And there's the right wing outboard. Let's go left again, having corrected the camera angle. It's a bit better. Okay. So almost at this, I'm going to swing left a little bit. About 3 miles from this Parliament House. There's a long lake you can just see appearing on the right there. So I'll come back right a little bit. Let's get the right wing cam out. So at the south end of this lake we should see Parliament House sitting on an island. Down to 228 knots. Nice and sedate. 1400 feet. There it is. Straight ahead. Pretty much center screen. Very cool. Get the camera ready. Snaps there. Try my voice activation. Camera. Oh, wrong button. Camera. Yeah, didn't work. So I got a picture anyway, the manual activation. Cool. Now we're going to fly down to this river estuary and look for a bridge. It's only a few miles down the road, 5 or 6 miles. Okay, we can see the river curving round to the right. Once again, we'll slow up. It's quite a modest flight plan, this one. Yep, okay, so it's further down. Just double checking the map. So we've got these kind of natural harbours here. There's some to the north as well near the airport. Now I think I can see what we're after. It's about centre in the canopy rails right now. Let's get the wing cam out. Pretty much centre screen. You can see the river curves around back to the north, and there's a breakwater out there, and there should be a bridge just before the mouth of that river. Looking back to the north there, it looks quite nice. I'll just stay on this wing cam for a moment and see if the bridge, oh there's the bridge, yep, we've got it. Just right of the centre of the screen. Just snap of that. Or having said that, no, it's probably this bridge I was after. Anyway, can't have too. This one's a little bit underwater. Obviously, there's a high tide. That's cool though. At least we found it. Cool. That's 2 out of 2. Now we're looking for a container terminal. Straight up the coast, kind of at the north end of the city. See if we can spot that. Let's go down to the beach here and a little bit of low level. Give the swimmers a bit of a thrill. As we come past at 350 knots. Gives me a thrill too. It's awesome. Wow, long beaches here. Reminds me of the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, actually, with the inland waterways, long beaches. And nice warm weather. Awesome. Yeah, we're at 6 miles, I think, to check the 8 miles exactly to port. Nice colours there as the sun comes out. It's early morning, it's only at 7:30 in the morning, hence the long shadows. Interesting building, I wonder what that was. I'll come back later in the day as well. 428 knots are really moving here, I'll just knock it back a touch. Nice. How far? 4 miles exactly. 400 knots. Lovely. Right on the water. Wow. We'll fly between these buildings here. And we're just about at the docks, so let's pull up. Here it is. Now, not many containers here at the moment, but this is the breakwater that was our turning point. I'll just do a left-hand orbit over it. There it is there. Long breakwater. So this is, oh yeah, now I get a bit higher, I can see them. Big container terminal. And it goes right around there in front of us. And it's the second row of containers, etc. Just coming up to the canopy now. Cool, that's it. Nice, now a few short miles back to the airport. Just get back on track. Get a few shots out to the right there. Nice. Nice light shining on the water. Awesome. Let's get the outside view going. Cool. Just get back on track. Get trimmed out and call the airport. 11 minutes. Get this flight pretty succinct. I'll do it again later, as I said. 120.9. Actually, I want the airport. 118.7. There we go. Full stop landing, please.
Columbo Tower, big 00710 miles south, 2,500 feet to land. Big 007 Columbo Tower. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2 and 273 and 10. Enter left downwind runway 22.
Excellent. Same runway we took off from, which
Enter left downwind runway
makes sense.
007.
The airport is just inland from the north end of this peninsula we can see here. Very picturesque. Just give a snap of that. Gorgeous. say left traffic? I think it did. Yep. So we better get on the correct side of the runway. And descending very quickly to pattern altitude. Things get out of hand really quick in these faster aircraft. Going down through to 2700, looking for 1000. Flying upwind. 1800. 1300. Not sure where the tower is actually. Terminals there. Okay, 1000 feet, level out to 90 knots. A little bit fast for this airspace, but don't tell anybody.
MiG-007 with 27 tree at 10. Clear to land runway 22.
Copy that. No other traffic about either. Which surprises me, but maybe later in the day. Okay, 220 knots. I'm going to turn to final. Just checking out the nice shiny water there. We're going to lower the gear at the same time. Gear down, flaps down, power up. Coming around to 22. Only one runway, that's it. Okay, down to 143 knots. $130. $128. Back stick in there. 121. Interesting. A bit more power. Just the exhaust gas temperature is stabilised at 375. You'll be pleased to hear, because I'm sure you were wondering about that. Okay, concentrate now. 116. Still got some thrust there, and I'll pull it back. 114. And a little bit actually. Tend to get slow at this point. 100 knots, settling, flaring. Yeah, and we touched down about 94.5. So seems to be that's what I need to do in that last phase. Just add a little bit of power. So once you start flaring, it starts to slow up real quick. Okie doke. That was nice. I'll go and park and have some
MiG-007 turn next taxiway.
Sri Lankan style breakfast. Not sure what that is yet, but I'm sure I'll find out. And then I'll do another flight later in the day.